So you decide to invest in gold. Congratulations. Now you're trying to decide whether to go with coins or bars. We've all been there in the first part of our gold investment journey. Choosing between bars or coins, though, is like really choosing between a mansion on the ocean or a mansion on the lake, because they're both pretty damn good options with their own benefits. Look, you're in a win-win situation here. Losing is not an option. We are winners. And speaking of winning, who would win in a street fight between Joe Biden and Donald Trump? Everyone watching, of course. I saw you crack a little smile. And by the way, when I say gold coins, I'm talking about gold coins produced by government mints. If they're produced privately, they're called rounds, and that's not what we're talking about in this video. These are all gold coins produced by government mints. As you can see, I went out and got some of my gold in one of my storage areas so you can kind of visualize everything. Now, what I have here is 5 1-ounce gold bars, 5 1-ounce gold coins, and then 1 10-ounce gold bar, just to show you how 1 bar of this size can actually equal all 10 of these together. And that's what I really like about gold, is how compact and easy it is to transfer, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. So I have 3 pant bars here, which is my favorite, okay? And the 2 of them are just kind of generic. They kind of have generic designs on the front. And then the third one is more a Lady Fortuna. This is a popular kind of design for pant as well. Then the Perth Mint one is more generic as well, generic design. And then the Royal Mint one is a 007, as you can see there. So that's more of a custom as well. For the coins, we have the gold lion, we have the gold buffalo, we have the Canadian maple leaf, we have a Bitcoin one, which is custom. Then we also have the Australian gold swan. All right, and I have a bunch of other coins and bars, but these are just the ones I got out for demonstration purposes. And then, of course, the last one is the 10-ounce Lady Fortuna. So you can see right here. Again, I got this out just so you guys can visualize how, again, a piece like this, which is this size, is worth 20 grand, and it can be worth all these together. Although I typically go with 1 ounce, I do mix in stuff like this and even smaller pieces. Now, the gold bar is almost always going to be less expensive when it comes to buying. So the first thing people usually ask is, well, why the hell wouldn't you just buy all gold bars then? And before we get into that, let me just say how much more pleasurable it is to shoot videos on gold. I go to one of my storage spots, get out $40,000 of gold to demo for you guys, and it's barely a pound. It's so easy to transport. If this was silver, this would be over 60 pounds. I've done it for other videos, and it sucks transporting it, so keep that in mind with your investing. Now, there's definitely pros of silver, but the easier storage and transportation is definitely one of my big pluses for gold. Now, there's 3 different factors that we are going to determine when it comes to which options you want to go with, and that's trust, liquidity, and price. When it comes to trust, a lot of people believe that gold bars are faked a whole lot more than coins, so they see coins as more trustworthy in that sense. And fake gold bars are easier to make, so this belief is likely true. This doesn't mean that gold coins aren't fake, because they definitely can be. It is just harder to do and often much easier to spot. Although if you're getting them from the right dealer, this isn't something you should ever have to worry about. And yes, getting gold bars and coins from a local dealer can be a little cheaper than online stores, but, and this is a big but, there's a higher chance of getting fake gold from local dealers, and it's even more likely that they're going to sense you're a new buyer and you actually end up paying more than what you would have if you went with a reputable dealer. And if you're looking for one of those, reputable dealer, I got my favorites for beginners in the description below. I've been dealing with them for quite a while and they rock. One is for physical purchases and the other is for IRA purchases, both forms that I do myself. Now, people also tend to trust the coins a little bit more because they have a face value which makes them legal tender. Also, remember they are produced by government mints. This is probably one of the reasons coins are likely not faked as much, because the fraudsters believe they'll get much more trouble if they fake the coins because of the legal tender status. So when it comes to trust, the coin is a little bit more trusted. Speaking of trust, why can you not trust dating a person with a lazy eye? Because you'd always have to worry they would be seeing someone on the side. Crickets? Alright, moving on to liquidity. The coins and bars are pretty equal in the liquidity department. You could argue that the coins are a little more liquid when it comes to personal selling because of the trust factor, but when it comes to selling to a shop, they're pretty equal. The major thing I would advise is that if you're buying gold coins, you stick to the popular options. If you are buying rare gold coins, you are going to be paying higher premiums, and those are going to be harder to get the higher prices for. So rare gold coins can be less liquid when it comes to getting the same value back. Make sure you're aware of that. So unless you are doing it for collectible purposes, if you decide to buy coins, make sure you go with the popular options. The dealers in the description will hook you up with all of those options I'm talking about. Lastly, we want to talk about the price difference. And to most people, this is what matters most. Speaking of money, someone stole my wife's credit card the other day. I didn't even report it stolen though, because they'll probably spend less money than she does. Come on, not even a little chuckle out of that one? Now, to keep things simple, coins are going to be a little more expensive if you are going with the common coins like the American Gold Eagle. The price difference gets larger as you go more towards the rare coins. Assuming you are not doing this for collectible reasons, rare coins really wouldn't make much sense for you. I have got some gold coins for collectible reasons where I've paid like $200 to $300 more per ounce of gold, and I did it because I like the coins, and because I'm a sucker. The bars are lower cost typically because they have more generic designs. The coins on the other end have a little more higher premiums because of the more intricate designs and because they're coming from government mints. Personally, as you can see, I invest in both. I probably enjoy the coins a little more because they are prettier and they a little more fun to own in my opinion, but this is just a personal preference. As I mentioned before, this is kind of a win-win situation. I'd just stay away from the rare coins if you're doing this purely for investment reasons. And I personally think that getting a mix of both gold coins and gold bars is the best option. Remember, this is a win-win situation. Just use a reputable dealer. Got them below. By the way, do you know why the Scarecrow won an award? Well, because he was outstanding in his field. Man, am I 0 for 4? Tough crowd. All right, that wraps it up. Go get your gold because you are a winner and winners win gold. Make sure you like this video because it's good karma points. Subscribe to get notified. 3 videos a week, every week. You don't want to miss the worst jokes on the internet, do you? See you soon.